again, John and Stacey. Today we're going to be talking about social media. Once again, I'll be handing you over mainly to Stacey. He's the expert in this area. So off you go, Stacey.
Thanks, John. Well, look, I think one thing that John's probably got a bit of experience with is LinkedIn, being a bit of a serious business person. You got a bit of, you got any stories from LinkedIn?
Yeah, look, LinkedIn is a very good platform for people who are either professionals or running a business. It's a very good place to put up some information about your industry, to ask some questions. And one of the things that I've found is it's very handy to be able to make connections with some of these people too, because you can see a lot about them. You can see their profile, you can have a look at their website, you can see what they think and what they're doing right now, and then you can contact them, speak with them and ask them questions about their business or about the industry that they're in.
It's pretty much an online resume nowadays, isn't it?
Very much like that, yes.
Yeah, it's a great thing to be able to see your distant connections too. So aside from LinkedIn being an online resume, there are some industries where an Instagram account can be just as powerful as a resume. Like I mentioned maybe in one of the earlier videos, I know a personal trainer who actually collects most of her clients through Instagram. And there's other things like Pinterest where you can put up a whole bunch of stuff. And I think the key for social media is to know where your audience is. That really is the important thing. I've had a good conversation with a guy who's got over 1 million users on YouTube, 1 million subscribers actually. He's a dance teacher, and he was really surprised to find, he gets 1 million views pretty much every video he puts up, but he was really surprised to find that the majority of them are in Indonesia and in the Philippines. So, it's always important to be aware of where your views are coming from, and things like YouTube and Facebook pages, not groups. But I'm pretty sure that I know that YouTube does, and Google Plus does, you can get analytics. Now, when it comes to social media, if you can get analytics of where your audience is, that basically gives you the breakdown of demographics, the geographical stuff, your interests, those sorts of things. You can find out where and when people are viewing your posts and that sort of stuff. So I think analytics are a really important thing when it comes to social media. Instead of just thinking, yeah, I had 75 views, where are those views? Who's looking at them? Are they all in your local area? Because it's actually, it's just as important as the count itself. I think when it comes to social media also, a lot of people think that quantity is very important. And you'll often hear people saying, you've got to post, for Twitter, for example, I heard somebody say you're supposed to post 9 times a day. Which is the going rate for Twitter. Now, if I'm posting really poor content or just basically dribble or spam 9 times a day, that's not going to build my brand at all. My personal opinion is you're best off to have maybe 1 post a week or 1 blog a week or something like that. And quality is much more important than quantity, in my opinion. I would prefer to spend 20 minutes engaging with one blogger, for example, or watching 10 minutes of video from one particular source, if I knew I was going to get something out of it at the end, not just entertainment, but actually some quality learning. And social media is definitely full of a lot of blah blah and people just kind of thinking that they have to post. One of the essential things is to be consistent. If everybody knows they can count on you to watch a funny or an entertaining or an inspirational video, for example, on their bus on their Monday morning, they're going to look forward to that. It's their Monday morning, they're grinding into work and checking into your source or whatever it might be each Monday morning is their thing. Knowing that you're going to be consistent and reliable is a very important thing when it comes to social media. There's differences between YouTube and Vimeo. YouTube is going to feed you probably a bit of their competition. Your own competition is going to show up on the page. On Vimeo, it's not. You can have pro accounts on Vimeo. With Facebook, you'd either got groups or pages. It's really important to know the difference between those two. Don't go set your business up as a person profile. I see that far too often. You can't be Steve's car cleaning service and then go ask for friends. Like, that's for a personal profile. A business should have a page or a group, probably both. A page is going to offer you analytics. A group is not going to offer you analytics. Now, analytics are very valuable. However, groups promote themselves. So I don't know if you heard that, but that's very important. A group is going to send out invites to other members who are interested in those things. A page, you're going to be paying to get likes on that page. So, one thing I see small businesses do a lot, John, which I'm sure you agree with, when it comes to marketing, we all are relatively familiar with Facebook. So we just jump straight on, oh yeah, I'm going to put an ad on Facebook. A guarantee you have no idea what you're doing. The people that are charging for Facebook services, for Facebook advertising campaigns, and I've spoken to a lot of these people, it takes 3 months for them to even know what to do next. So if you think you're going to get some results by posting, by spending 17 British pounds, which is how they charge on Facebook, on a Facebook campaign, it's almost certainly not going to work for you unless you have some wonderful stroke of luck and a Midas touch. A good Facebook marketing campaign is going to take 3 months before they have any qualitative data that they can actually use and can start to generate some sort of leads. Anything down there? Anything to add, John? Anything come to mind?
Yeah, just one thing. There's a lot of different social media platforms out there. You don't need to be on every one of them.
Mm-hmm.
What you need to be doing is specialising in the area where your target market is hanging out. Okay, just remember that. For instance, if your target market is the type of person that's very, very sociable, that might be Facebook, it might be Twitter. If they like to put photos up, it might be Pinterest. Okay, if they're professional people, they're probably on LinkedIn, but they're not on everything. So just remember that you don't need to be on all of them. You just need to be on the ones that are going to work for you.
Absolutely. Good point. Thanks very much. Business Basics Made Easy here with ABN School. John and Stacey.